my number? No! Goobers! We're making Pop-Tarts. We're making Pop-Tarts. We're making Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts. God, they're fun to say, you know? I previously did a video for my Never Have I Ever series where I went through and I deep dived the brand of Pop-Tarts and tried about 11 of their wacky, interesting flavors. Didn't really like any of them, had a lot of negative things to say. So people in my comments were like, you know what, Christine? You have a lot to say. How about you make your own Pop-Tart? And let me tell you right now, I did a little bit of research, about 5 minutes worth. It's very easy. Beginner level stuff. And that's what I'm here to test today, okay? Woo! I don't know why we're buying these when we can make our own. That's what I'm here to show today. To prove we don't need any of this. Get over there. And yeah, I still have the Pop-Tarts for that video. I haven't gotten rid of them yet. I can't find anybody to take these. But I'm gonna make Pop-Tarts today that people are gonna be ripping off the tray. Hopefully. We'll see. I don't know. I won't even have time to put them in the silver foil because they'll be like, ow, give me one of those. I'll take a dozen of those. I'm getting phone calls. I'm starting a business. I'm like, oh yeah, you need 7 Pop-Tarts by tomorrow? Oh yeah, 17? 17 trays? 17 trays of Pop-Tarts? Oh no, we're closing up shop. Actually, bakery's closed. Lose my number. No. Maybe we even rename them. The Pop Snaps. They're not tarts, they're Snap-Tarts. Oh, Snap-Tarts? You snap the tart off the tray, it's a Snap-Tart. Okay, if these go well, we're changing it to Snap-Tart. I don't know what to tell you. Also, it is like the spooky season, so I'm gonna try and make spooky Pop-Tarts. Here's what we're gonna work with. We're gonna make blackberry Pop-Tarts with some Halloween sprinkles, because it's spooky time. Okay, preheat oven to 400 degrees. I'm surprised ovens don't have like a beep, boop, 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 400, like you could type it in. Line a baking sheet with parchment paper and set aside. Set it aside! This is a small, we have a bigger tray? Yep, there you go. Why you always come running to me? Is wax paper parchment paper? What's parchment mean? Sounds like an old, something they would say back when they like said, the British are coming, you know? We're also out of parchment paper. Maybe I'm thinking of parliament. Parchment? We wrote the Declaration of Independence on parchment paper in the parliament. Ment sounds like it's a combining word, holding something together or giving it space. Parch, you're parched? Oh, I'm so parched. It's dry paper? What the hell does parchment mean? Define parchment. This is dangerous to have the laptop in. Thin material made from prepared skin of an animal. What? A manuscript written on parchment. A type of translucent paper treated to resemble parchment and used for lampshades, or as a writing surface, or in baking. What is this made of? You know what? I didn't need to deep dive that. I got my Ghostface shirt on today, an old classic. I need to buy a new one of these because this one is, this one has been worn down. And I got my little earrings. They look like little like potions exploding out of like beakers. Cause I feel like we're cooking up something today. The closest thing I have to a laboratory is this damn kitchen. Oh, it smells like gas in here. Put the shiny side down. This is like a different brand of parchment. Okay. In a small bowl, mix together half a cup of jam with cornstarch. Crack the egg into a second small bowl and whisk. Also, this is the recipe from Pioneer Woman. These Pop-Tarts look hella good in this picture. Okay. Crack the egg into a second bowl. This is a 2-bowl recipe. As I get older, I'm getting worse at cracking eggs. I don't know what that is about. Whisk it good. There's that. Set it aside. Half a cup of jam. Half a cup of jam. Half a cup of jam. Ouch. It's like whipped 3 bowls out. Half a cup of jam with cornstarch. What is that? There's like a little stem sticking out. You heard a jar pop and you're coming back in here? Riley got up. He was sleeping at the living room. And as soon as he heard that pop, he got up. You look like a ghost wandering around this house. I heard something open. What's the difference between jam, jelly, and preserves? Jelly is like spreadable, and this is more like concentrate. It says like homemade. Product of Canada. Okay. Everyone say thank you, Canada. Yeah, it looks like cranberries when they come out of the can for Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is like a thick paste. Reminded me of Vegemite. A little bit. Little Vegemite texture to it. Also reminds me of the Vita Vita Vegemin from I Love Lucy. Do you poop at a party? Get you a bottle of this stuff. This is your Vitamita Vegemeter. And then we have to mix it with cornstarch. Porque. I don't know why. 1 tablespoon. You're getting closer in the kitchen. What do you need? Spirit. Be gone, Spirit. I'm just talking to my dog. What if you named your dog Spirit? You're like, be gone from me, Spirit. They're like, dog just wants food. I don't know what cornstarch does. Does it, I mean, it doesn't, it's like, it doesn't, don't you put like cornstarch like in a roux or in a gravy to like help it solidify? I'm just gonna mix this up. Flour a large, excuse me? Cornstarch has got some spirit in it because it's jumping up and bite me in the shirt. We've got spirit. Yes, we do. Our cornstarch will jump out and bite you. It's like the jelly is like, the preserves is resisting the cornstarch. I wish more cheerleader chants Did it end so peppy? Like, we've got spirit, yes we do. If you don't pay your taxes, they'll come for you. We've got spirit, yes we do. If you honk at me at traffic, I'll slash your tires. Go car insurance. Move it, Grandpa. This is a weird color purple. Purpley red, almost a brown. Might be a good wall color. Maybe like some bathroom tile of that color. Flour a large work surface. We need flour. That's not in the ingredients. Flour a large work surface and lay both pie crusts out on it. Roll the circles to 11 inches wide. We need a rolling pin? 11 inches across. Use a knife or pizza cutter to cut the edges off, about 1 inch off all sides to create two 9-inch squares. Okay, a square means it's equal on all sides. 9, 9, 9, 9. Okay, how thin? Then cut each square into 3-inch strips or 6 total. It's like a little tic-tac-toe board. Just say that. Say it in terms that I know. Also, I'm not making these Pop-Tarts in the morning. It's 7, 8 o'clock at night. These are gonna be dessert Pop-Tarts, you know? They're true form. I don't know why I put this oven on before we even started, because one, it takes me too long to do these. We could have put the oven on. We could have preheated this oven a half hour from now, and now it's so hot in here. I'm gonna put the fan on. I'm turning the oven back off. It's like I'm having a hot flash. Didn't know we need flour. I think this is flour. We always gotta smell this bag. Yes, we're flouring our surface. There's a little bit of jelly on here. Okay, we're gonna dye our crust. Oh my God, you can make like tie-dye dyed crust. Tie-dye splatter paint. Gosh, I wish we had some pie crust right about now. Oh, where we go? You ask and you shall receive. Brought to you by the off-brand Just Unroll and Bake. What lamp of a genie fell into my lap? What crystal ball have I been talking to? Look like a big fat tortilla or like a cigar. Okay, so we unroll it. If you had to look in this kitchen, you had to guess where a rolling pin is. Over here? Over here? Up in the keep going. Keep going, keep going, going. Maybe in the drawers. No. Maybe in the fridge. Keep it cold. Maybe in the oven. Keep it hot. You wish. It's actually down here. Bottom drawer. It lives within the dish towels. I have no idea. If the appliances and the utensils and the tools of the kitchen could talk, little Beauty and the Beast, little Disney animation, I think all of the dish towels are a bunch of ladies, and I think the rolling pin is some hunky dude, and he's having the time of his life living in the dish towel drawer. Okay? I don't know why he lives there down by himself. Here's your rolling pin. And as always, a rolling pin could be used as a weapon. You got a bunch of spirits in your house? You gotta exorcise the demon. Grab your rolling pin. Not one handle, but 2. Made of trusty... What is that, maple? That'll do, pig. That'll do. You know what? If someone came running at me swinging a rolling pin, I'd be scared. Wouldn't you be scared? I'd be confused. Where was the kitchen knives? Were the kitchen knives not easily accessible? She went for the rolling pin. She must either know how to wield it. She must know something that I don't know. Maybe the handles break off and they're actually sharpened into like steaks. It could be like the perfect hiding spaces for your 2 steak knives to kill a vampire. You know what I'm talking about? You just make sure every single one of your meals has a little bit of garlic in it, so you got garlic breath, and then you just carry around your trusty dusty rolling pin to then rip off the ends into wooden steaks, and then there you go. Kill all the vampires you need to. Not want to, need to, you know? You're like, they just be coming out of nowhere. Really, I've been trying to make my Pop-Tarts at home. I got vampires coming out of nowhere. Get me my rolling pin! Imagine you're sleeping in bed one night and you hear a noise outside and your spouse turns to you and they go to the kitchen, get the rolling pin. How about we call 911? How about I grab a steak knife on the way? We got a baseball bat at the back door. Why do we need the rolling pin? What did you do to the rolling pin? I've used that rolling pin for how many pies? What have you done to it? I'm like, it's laced with poison. It will detonate on command. Okay? And I've made the 2 handles detachable and I've made them into steaks. Any other questions? Just one. What other kitchen tools have you turned into death traps? We're just rolling this out. This comes as 9x9 and they want a 9x9, right? So we're flattening it out so we can get a circle out of a square that is 9x9. Every time we bake something, we get into math territory and you know, it makes me kind of mad. I feel like this is translucent, like I can see through this. So, I got flour on the computer. Love that and the cracks and crevices. The Geek Squad at Best Buy is gonna love that. They're like, what is this white powder all over the computer? Are you skiing? Are you on something right now? I'm like, I'm high off the power of baking. If that's what you're insinuating, stop asking questions. And if you deconstruct the computer even farther, a couple of crumbs off a Pop-Tart. Use a knife or a pizza cutter to cut the edges. We have a circle, they want a square. Tell me that a Pop-Tart is 3x3? No, it's gonna be kind of small. But this, too much math and baking equals too much thinking. And you know what you should do when you bake? Think. You should think, but you shouldn't think too hard, because that's when things happen. That's when you make mistakes. That's when you just start wielding a knife. You know? They want a square, I'm gonna cut a square. Oh, you can barely see it. Okay. You want a square? I'll give you a square. This is like working with Play-Doh. This is fun. And I'm gonna cut you, and I'm gonna cut you right here. If I back you up a smidge, you can barely see. God, there's flour on the camera. I don't work with flour a lot. So we're gonna do 1, 2, skiddly do. These Pop-Tarts look like normal Pop-Tart size in her picture, but I'm guessing they're not. Okay, where's a third of this? I feel like I'm making incisions while doing surgery. Just imagine like this is you. And I'm like, where should we make the incision? Here? And here? They're like, sir, that's her forearm, and we're supposed to be working on her knee. She's getting a knee replacement. I'm like, oh my God, move the body up. Someone get an intern to stitch that up. That's so morbid. That is, okay, that's like, and you're just trusting a person who's studied years of their life to do this surgery, and I'm like, still don't trust you. I know nothing about you. What's your favorite color? How do you feel about rolling pins? Answer the question. There's my squares. My squares. My precious. Can we close the flour? I feel like I'm spitting into the flour. My mom's like, why is the flour so chunky? You know, I was spitting in it by accident. What? I'm like, never mind that. You hear what they've done to the rolling pin? I love how there's like a perfect circle around the dough. It looks like a damn, like, you know, like a salt circle they put down to like keep evil spirits out. Didn't they do that in Vampire Diaries? You put like a salt circle down? Okay, spoon about 1 to 2 tablespoons of jam onto the one end of each strip. Brush a rectangle of egg around the jam to glue the sides together. Fold the dry end over the end with jam. Use a fork to crimp the edges together on all sides. Wait, this is making one Pop-Tart? That's smaller than my palm. I thought we were just layering this one on top of this one to make a Pop. We should do that. These are too small. Your Pop-Tart's gonna be half of that? It's gonna be like those Pop-Tart like bite things. No, we're gonna use 2 and 2. Because also we don't need to make them any. I'm just gonna eyeball. We wanna put our little preserved jam filling mix in the middle. I've always wanted to make like pierogies, or like, is it empanadas where you crimp it? I want to make something like that, or like a stuffed ravioli. I want to try and make that one day because that seems fun. I love doing the crimping. And we're gonna take, this is just like covered in flour. Is that okay? Oh, we gotta put our egg wash on. Do we brush it on? I don't know if we have like a brush like that. Oh, we got flour over here. Ow! Okay, what if we don't have a brush? It's starting to look a little messy, but that's to be expected around here. Good Lord. They probably don't look like that at the Pop-Tart factory. Okay, they're supposed to take a fork and crimp the edges. I saw people putting an egg wash on the outside of the Pop-Tart. I think we should do that. That doesn't say it, but I think we should do that. All right, I'm using a little fork to crimp the sides. When you crimp like the sides of it, should I flip it over and crimp the other side? Or is that double crimping? Is double crimping frowned upon? Am I gonna get some of your abuelas in the comment section being like, she double crimped, she crimped both sides, she double crimped? Never allowed over here. Don't ever bring her to the family function. No, because the other side looks bad. We're gonna double crimp. You guys know me, talk to your grandmas for me. They're like, that's fine, abuela. She might have double crimped it, but she's fine. She's a beginner. She's learning. This is an uneven looking Pop-Tart, but it looks fully crimped. Okay, that one looks pretty thin. I feel like there's not a lot of filling, so the next one I'm gonna like overfill it. I just wanna see what happens. I'm not putting these in foil in a box. These Pop-Tarts, the Pop-Tarts don't even come looking that nice. So what beauty contest am I trying to win with my homemade one? Me just patting the dough, because it's covered in flour. This is how you pat your friends back when they're throwing up after a night of drinking. It's okay, Cindy. No, we should not have had 17 shots of tequila. This is why they have a brush, because I'm getting nothing on this fork. I got some jelly on the edge. I'm just a donkey on the edge. You know what I do have? Old hair dyeing, those black, crappy hair dyeing brushes. Gosh, we could get one of those. Are they covered in hair dye chemicals? Have they been sitting a long time? Are they deteriorating? Let me pat you off there, bud. Let's try this one. Oh my gosh, it's like tucking them in for the night. Good night. Sleep tight. When you're done baking, I'm gonna take a big bite. No, I can see why it was important to make equal sized squares, because I'm matching them up. Maybe that makes sense why we're always trying to find the root square of a circle's diameter. Maybe that makes sense. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There was things we'd never seen again, and then we'd always seem to right. You know what? I've never seen anybody sell Pop-Tarts at a bake sale. La da da. Can you use too much egg wash? Is that a thing? This square on top. Square. That one's perfect. Well, if I did 9, how am I missing one? Well, it's not. Well, 9 is uneven. Okay, we'll make a mini one like she suggested. Okay, there's that one. It's like I'm making a little granola bar. Okay, this last one, we're gonna do a little, the content creators POV. How about that? We on to the last one. Put our jams and our jellies right here. Our jams and our jellies and our motions and our potions. Ain't nothing sticking to this fork. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Do a little of this, a little bit of this. It looks like literally so much egg wash that it looks like it looks like a yellow piece of cheese. Okay, bye. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. You had one job. Oh, let's get some flour on our fork. Let's make some impressions, y'all. And the crimping. These look like fat little raviolis. That one's done. I'm hoping that they'll just puff, right? Pie crust puffs. All right, so that one pie crust got us 4 Pop-Tarts and then like half a Pop-Tart. Bake for 15 to 18 minutes until golden cool. Golden, period, cool. Or cool them down. Cool. We're not supposed to put some egg wash on the outside. I'm gonna put a little bit. I got some of the blackberry preserves on my face. You big disgrace. Getting your Pop-Tarts all over the place. Singing, we will scare you. Oh, scare you. Oh. All right, so these are what mine look like. Yours might look different depending on your baking level, your level of, I don't know, care. Honestly, not bad. Not the worst, not the best. As far as the kitchen goes, that's what we aim for. Mediocrity. There's just so much flour on this. This side's so much prettier. Shit, wait, flip some of these around. Some of these have a good side. Some of these are a lot prettier on the side that I put down. This one's really pretty. These are all of our attempts. This is the mediocre collection of Pop-Tarts. That's our pride and joy. From ashes to ashes and crust to crust, may these Pop-Tarts not be a bust. They just start levitating. Pop as a tart and tart as a jam. Pop as a tart and tart as a jam. They're levitating right towards the oven. We're waiting for it to preheat and then we'll, that's why I'm, and I'm pretty sure my neighbors are watching me like, oh my God, oh my God. What the fuck is that? What is that? Do you see that big ass bug? Oh, I'm gonna lose my shit. What is that? What the fuck was that? That was like the biggest bug I've ever seen in this kitchen. That was like an outside bug. I'm so scared. I just sucked him up in the vacuum, and then for good measure, I sucked up a, what's this called? A dryer sheet afterwards so it would clog the vacuum, and now I'm gonna cover the vacuum with this. And I'm gonna leave this until someone who's a lot braver than me shows up and does something with it. Where did it even come from? Oh my gosh, you can probably watch it back in the footage.
Blackberry preserves on my face. You big disgrace. Getting your Pop-Tarts all over the place. Singing, we will scare you.
Oh my God! That's so scary. I'm like so done. Pack it up, I'm done. Kitchens are scary. I am spooked. My phone died again. Good Lord, we need my phone not to die. Oh my gosh, we're watching it in real time. I gotta face my fears. Okay, let's go back to comedy and the hoo-hoos and the hee-hees and the... Oh, I hated that. I hated it so much. I hated it. Both of the lights are off. So are we on oven or no? Gonna put a little bit of this egg wash on the top. Let's just pop these suckers in. Oh, you son of a... That's just rude. Okay, 15 to 18 minutes until they're like golden. I should be cleaning up, but the other thing I did see at the, you know, like when we're in the grocery store and sometimes they just have like random, they have random products or whatever, and they caught my eye. These are called light up finger lights. They look like little laser beams. And I thought my nephew would get a really big kick out of these because he likes sometimes when I have like that light that dances like on the ceiling. So I thought these would be fun for him. But of course you should always, you know, test out the present before you give it away because that's just present etiquette, isn't it? Something smells like it's burning. Wax paper says it's microwavable. Can you put it in the oven? Do not directly expose wax paper to heat of oven. Oh, it looks like the wax paper is on fire. Not on fire. Is wax paper different than parchment? Yes, wax paper and parchment paper are different because parchment paper is heat resistant and silicone coated, making it suitable for baking in the oven. Well, wax paper is coated in wax and is only for cold or room temperature to use. Wax will melt at high temperature. So we can't put those on wax paper. God, you learn something new every stinking day. Did I just expose all this to wax? Can we just cook them on the cookie sheet? That's fine, right? Oh, fuck. I'm trying to transfer them, but it's just not working. Oh my God, no! We were doing so well. Let's try and save the good-looking one. Move over! Of course, this ugly one looks fine. Okay. Wax paper can't go in the oven since when? Who made that up? Now they look ugly, but they're going back in the oven. We don't know for how long. Glad I smelled that and I didn't walk away. Jeez Louise. Anyways, back to this. They go on top of your fingers? Yeah. Oh! Almost fell in the damn jam. Oh, we need more of these. If I turn the lights back on and there's another big ass bug behind me, we're gonna burn the house down and make it look like an accident. I don't know what to tell you. Go, 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 go. Get them spirits. Go, go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Light show. Imagine trying to bake in the dark, but just with these on your fingers. You're like, I'm putting the jam on. Did you guys see me putting the jam on? Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Ooh, ooh. Oh my gosh, my neighbors are probably like, there's a light show going on in that kitchen. Or the cops are here. The cops are here. Or there's a light show. Cow, 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 cow. I could do a whole video just like this. Bug. Any bugs on bugs? No! If you go to an EDM festival, someone who's Italian, they're trying to tell you a story in the crowd. They're like, anyway, so I was talking to my cousin Joey, okay? He's over there making the Sunday dinner, you know, doing his thing. And I walk up and I say, Uncle Tony, you're not gonna believe what the guy at the bodega told me today about Aunt Susan. She got picked up by the cops. Woo-hoo. Anyways, Tony, if you're making some of those cannolis for the family function next week, for the baptism, for the divorce party, it's a green, it's a go. It's a green, it's a go, it's a green, it's a go. And a rat, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer went to an EDM concert. Yada-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Ooh, ah. Yada-da-da-da-da-da, spooky, scary, da-da-da. These are so much fun. I don't think I'm gonna give these to my nephew, unfortunately. I will buy him his own set. Imagine you're like, your dad's working on something. He's like, give me a spotlight. I'm like, what'd you need? What are you tinkering with, Dad? Good Lord, these are fun. YMCA. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boom, 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 boom. I. Come here. Okay, I feel like we've been through the ringer on this video. I took them out of the oven because I had to take them out because of the paper. I don't know how long they were in there for. And let me tell you, they look rough. Real Pop-Tarts look rough too. You know what? Those don't look great coming out of the package either, and it's usually the frosting that's messed up. After the Pop-Tarts have cooled for several minutes, whisk powdered sugar, tablespoon of jam, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of heavy cream to create an icing glaze spoon over the top. Okay, I still haven't cleaned this up because I was too busy with the things to clean this up. Yeah, that just never gets cleaned up in the next video. It's still, there's like a faint ring of flour. I forgot to clean the big old ring of flour, and it stained that dark granite counter. This is a 4th cup, 3-ish, 4-ish. I've never seen ish part of ingredients for a recipe. 4-ish. Well, I got this little old container. Heavy whipping cream, okay? You better do your job right now. You better save this frosting. Tell me, why is my powdered sugar clumpy? What consistency do we want? This looks like yogurt. These used to have like a pull tab. Does it not have a pull tab anymore? You just gotta stab it? I mean, that just seems... That's unfortunately not how they stabbed people in the Scream movies. It wasn't like little jabs. It was like, sling, good Lord. Okay, I got these black and orange and white sprinkles. A little bit of frosting on top. And I feel like this frosting will not set like it sets on like other Pop-Tarts, because that frosting is like meant to not even melt in the microwave, and my frosting is like real. It's the real deal. No, work with me. Oh, it's falling off the sides. No. Okay, this one's kind of cute. Hang on, I put a little bat crumb on there. Shit! I mean, they don't look great, but do they taste great? We don't know. And there's only one way to find out. 1 out of every 5 looks pretty damn good. And I ain't upset by that. Little sprinkle. Oh, little sprinkle man. This is our blackberry Halloween themed Pop-Tart. Okay, they're limited edition, very limited. We only have 5, so get them while you can. I don't know where the best bite would be. I think maybe the sprinkle side. Pretty good. Holy shit. Holy spirit. Oh my gosh, look at this little cross section. Woo, look at this little filling. That might have been like the perfect amount of filling. Like, look at all the crap in the background. It's not in my face. It's very subtle, but it tastes like so blackberry and sweet. The pastry is like a little dry, but so are Pop-Tarts. This blackberry frosting is so good. Do not skimp on the frosting. That's the taste bud train, and we're coming to town. Woo! Easy to make. These are great. These are fun. They're messy. They're kind of ugly, but they taste amazing. That's probably like the sign of success. Say you're taking care of dessert for Friendsgiving coming up. We'll make homemade Pop-Tarts. Oh, put little turkeys on them. Cranberry homemade Pop-Tarts would be a winner. That's fantastic. Wow! I didn't think it would taste bad, but I thought maybe the ratios would be off, or the crust would taste really bad, or like the frosting wouldn't be that great, or the sprinkles would taste bad. No! Don't mind me, just making some Snap-Tarts. That's definitely a Snap-Tart. And when you try these, your mouth's gonna be snap shut because you're too busy chewing. Do the snap dance. Snap those tarts up. Snap those tarts up. And I say that I hate the fruit Pop-Tarts the most, and you know what? They taste fantastic when you make them at home. So riddle me that! This frosting is 1,000 times better than that frosting. I would never eat around the crust of a homemade Pop-Tart, and that's saying something. It's a 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below what I should try to make for myself next, or what else I should try and bake. Check out my other playlist. I do a whole crap ton of different types of baking and cooking videos. If you thought this one was chaotic, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Bow wow. Goober. You ain't seen nothing yet. Bow wow. Also, check out my podcast. It's called In Bed with Christine and Cole. Check it out. It's a hoot and a holler. Snap-Tarts. If Pop-Tart's slogan is really good, then Snap-Tart's slogan is actually good. That's the sound of the truck backing up, unloading all the Snap-Tarts. I'm coming for your throat, Pop-Tarts, and I'm coming for the throne. Goobers, you ain't seen nothing yet. Bow wow. Cause I'm making Snap-Tarts in my kitchen. Bow bow bow. Oh my god!